For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 13 of Season 3 at Newcastle United. We start with a game at home against Bournemouth. We follow that up with the penultimate game in the group stage of the Champions League against Spartak Moscow, with a game against top of the table Manchester United on the horizon for the next video after today, or after this evening's. We faced Bournemouth first, we're down in 15th, so as was the case with Cardiff yesterday and West Ham the episode before that, hoping to get 3 points in the league against lowly opposition. We currently sit third, only 5 teams on the same amount of points this time. The video that went out yesterday evening had 6 teams all sat on the same amount of points. Everybody's played 12 games now. Manchester United lost on match day 12 and Everton had the chance to close the gap to 5 points. They couldn't, they've lost as well, so it's still 8 points to Manchester United. However, that does mean that we're now only 1 point away from second place, although we are equally only 1 point away from 8th. So anything could happen here. We need to make sure we maximise our potential by getting a victory against Bournemouth. We have had a couple of weeks break through internationals, which is good. It means that Koulibaly is back and available for selection after picking up a minor injury in the last game that we played against Cardiff. So we're at full strength to tackle Bournemouth, and hopefully 3 points will be on the agenda, both here and in the Champions League. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to ensure that you don't miss out on any more of this series or FIFA 17 stuff just around the corner, closer than you might think. And, well, I can only hope for a solid performance, and fingers crossed the 3 points to go hand in hand with that solid performance. There we go. We'll play them in their alternative. That's probably the best way to do it. Quite a vibrant pink, but never mind. Be able to spot the Bournemouth players on the pitch, won't we? Let's jump in. Kovalenko steals it off the defender. Tevez is a little bit isolated right now, but people are arriving. Douglas Costa will make that run around the outside. Might try and turn back inside and get it maybe back to Tevez. Douglas Costa on a hell of a run. Pulls it back. Kovalenko. Oh, what a block. Oh, and Grower gets there on the rebound. How have we not scored there? I can't believe Kovalenko wasn't able to put that in the back of the net. That's brilliant defending by Bournemouth in the end, after terrible defending to let Douglas Costa get in that position in the first place. Last-ditch stuff in the opening 5 minutes from the visitors, but Vecino is trying to set something up at the other end, but thankfully Iliano Insua can hold off Benicophobe. Maybe we can catch him on the counter again. Carlos Tevez into Douglas Costa. Tyrone Mings is with me. Nice little McGeady spin though. Can we squeeze through that gap? It's not going to work, but can I get it off the defender? Oh, very nearly Douglas Costa stealing it off the last man. End-to-end stuff in the opening 10 minutes. Benicophobe back to Harriata. Infield to Vecino. To Harriata again. To Benicophobe. Forced backwards to Simon Francis. We're defending quite well so far, but because I've said that, probably means they're going to go and score. Relatively decent interception from Saul, but Reach and Harriata just pinging it between them as if they were the only two on the pitch. Finds Harriata again. Oh no, deflected. What a save from Favili. I don't know who it was deflected off of. Was it the man in the middle, the Bournemouth man? I'm not sure. I think it may even have been the defender there that jumped in front of it. Great reaction save from Favili there. Heart in mouth stuff. Reach to take the corner. In it comes. Favili's come for it and he's going to punch well clear. Good goalkeeping from him yet again. Big punt forward from Cook. Gradle knocks it down. Insua intercepts. Chance for a counter. Here's Kovalenko. Tevez looking to make the run in behind and will play him in. Take it in your stride, Carlos. He's done well. Can't get past the extra defender, but Douglas Costa will try his best to do something here up against Tyrone Mings. We'll pull that back to Saul, actually. Quickly look to get it to Kovalenko and then maybe finesse it into the top corner, which is where it would have ended up if it weren't for Grower, the goalkeeper. Both keepers doing very well so far in this one. Delafeu with the ball in towards the penalty spot. It's going to drop here to Douglas Costa. Out of your feet. Shot. Looking for the bottom corner. No, Francis nearly put it in the back of his own net. He 2-foots the ball. No, Saul, what are you doing, my man? What are you doing? Simon Francis almost tackled the ball into the back of his own net, and thankfully for him it hit the post and didn't trickle over. That was so very close to 1-0 a number of times there. Bournemouth keeping possession, as you can see top left, 68% of it in their favour so far. I'm really struggling to keep hold of the ball when I do get it, but we've had the better opportunities. So Bournemouth need to do something with possession if they want to get anywhere in this game, and so far they haven't been able to. That's a nice ball into Dendoncker. We'll look to Douglas Costa again, who's been heavily involved here so far. See you later, Tyrone Mings. Maybe not see you later, Tyrone Mings. No, definitely not see you later, Tyrone Mings. Just poke that to Dendoncker. Could go back to Douglas Costa, but Dendoncker shows good strength here. Now we'll go back to Douglas Costa, who's in the box. We'll turn inside one and finesse it. Great reaction save from Grower. I thought for a moment Douglas Costa was just going to hit the post again in that situation, as he has done numerous times so far this season. But able to get the shot off, but the keeper makes a good save. And here come Bournemouth on the counter-attack, and it's a dangerous one too. I haven't quite been able to kind of keep up with this move so far. Reach has forced himself a little bit too far wide though, and Tyrone Mings' cross is pretty poor. 0-0 after 57 minutes, as we needed yesterday, or earlier on today. Can't remember which one it was. We need a little bit of magic to try and unlock this defensive line. Dendoncker through to Kovalenko, across to Insua. Is he going to try and come back this way and give that to Saul there? He's got Tevez calling for it, and Tevez will look to play in Delafeu. It's Kovalenko. It's a nice ball. He's hit the bar. Can he get there for the rebound? No. It gets wiped out, flies across the box through the air, but we get the throw in. That's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Oh, one of you, make up your minds which one's going to come and get the ball, will you? Saul, go through that gap. Carlos Tevez. Good ball. Dendoncker, roll the man. Oh, surely Douglas Costa. Surely, surely, surely. Lovely finish, Douglas. 1-0 Newcastle at last. Really nice ball by Tevez into Dendoncker, and then the ball from Tevez to Dendoncker, and then the ball from Dendoncker to Douglas Costa again around the corner. He's kept that down well, actually. So that may have taken a slight knock off the arm of Cook, and did take a big knock off the elbow of Cook, and that arrowed it into the bottom corner. Perhaps slightly lucky that that found the way into the bottom corner. I don't care. 1-0 up. It's a corner for Bournemouth. In it comes, although it's out. Whoa! Yeah, that training ground move really didn't go according to plan, did it, Bournemouth? That was one of the wildest shots we've seen from a corner in a while. Win that header. Well done. Great footwork from Kovalenko. We'll get it out to Douglas Costa. Which way am I going to go? Through that gap, in fact, to Dendoncker is the answer. I don't think Dendoncker knows which way he wants to go, though. Kovalenko holding off the attentions of the defender. And Insua has a rocket of a left foot, but similarly to Reach, can't keep his shot down. Fabinho trying to close down Francis. Lofted forward, just clear that away. It's not cleared far, but we'll try again. Dink back in for a third time, and that's on target. Oh! Smacks the post, Benikofobe. We are lucky, and that probably will be the last kick of the game, he says, as the ball gets flicked back towards my goal. And away again by Fabinho. And Saul can't bring it down, and there is the final whistle. A slim, very slim 1-0 margin of victory against Bournemouth. We had enough chances to put the game to bed, but I didn't take them. And Bournemouth very, very nearly stole themselves a point. We get all three, though. Liverpool draw, City win. Man United play Swansea later, so no idea what's going to happen with regards to the top of the table. But for now, we're going to head into the next game against Spartak Moscow in the Cup. And I can probably play a full rotation side now in that game and rest my... What am I doing? Don't want cells. And rest my first team players, because we're already qualified in that competition, so it doesn't really matter. You can see how well Favili has grown now from these stats here. His kicking has gone up even more. Reflexes are 87, diving 84, positioning's now 80. He's 81 overall. He's one hell of a goalkeeper at this particular stage. Press conference. Kore's happy. Orlando Aarons isn't. Sorry, mate. You will play in the next game against Spartak Moscow, though, so don't worry. Let's head to that game now. You guessed it. New day, new t-shirt, just got out the shower, etc., so ignore the hair. But we have Spartak Moscow next. As you can tell, full rotation side being played. We're already through in the group stage, so we don't need to worry about starting our strongest 11 and going for a result. And we have top of the table Manchester United as the first game of the next episode at the end of this week. So, as such, going to be playing a rotation side here so I can play my strongest team against Man United. We should still hopefully be able to come out with a decent result against Spartak, and it gives everybody a run out that hasn't been playing too much recently. So, fingers crossed, it's a win-win. Ding that looking for Orlando Aarons. He's got support there from Gylfi. Go to Dwight Gale. Oh, good footwork from him. I wanted to try and get that to Orlando Aarons, but he's just run offside there, Orlando. Skip past that challenge. Little turn. That's nicely done. Very nicely done, in fact. We'll drive towards the box, although he's keeping up with me well here, the defender, but we will take a corner. We'll see if we can get something from the set piece. Well, going to pull it back to Gylfi. That's always going to happen. Gylfi Sigurdsson loves a long shot. He's been blocked by Kombarov. Yes. Oh, he's jinked that way. Didn't expect that. He smacked it off the post. Jamal Lascelles does well to recover, but that is the closest either side have come to a goal so far. That was very, very well struck. That was actually a decent pass if he can keep it in, which he can't. Kombarov turns inside Hayden. Zé Luis into Yano, across to Alberto Costa. I don't want to let him get some space on his left foot. Equally, we don't want to let Zé Luis have a shot. Sells reacted very late to that, but I guess it needed saving, otherwise he wouldn't have thrown himself at it. Corner on the hour mark for Spartak Moscow. This definitely has the feel of a game where there is nothing on the line. You can tell that both sets of players just aren't really asked about going all out for the win, because we're already through, and they're not really playing out of their skin trying to win it, because they know it doesn't matter what happens to them either. So as such, they've been quite hard to break down. They maybe come for a clean sheet rather than trying to get the victory. And so far, it's working because I can't seem to break them down at all. There's just under half an hour left to play. I would like to try and get the win if I can. It'd be great to try and win all of our Champions League group stage games. Or at least 5 of them, considering we have to play Bayern Munich again, because I really don't expect there to be a replica of the 4-0 win we got in the first game against them in the second, but it looks like they're going to get a man booked here. Kombarov, after a rather rough challenge on Arnautovic. But can we do anything from this free kick? It's not really in the best of positions, really, is it? I'm just going to go short to Isaac Hayden, and then maybe across there looking for Gylfi. That's Dwight Gale. There's Gylfi, but the pass was terrible. Oh, and here they come on the counter-attack, actually. Zé Luis isn't the fastest, though, so I should be able to deal with it. And may even go in for a lunge. I don't need to, because he's just run straight into Jamal Lascelles. And Jamal will let him lunge in on him, and we'll have the throw. Sums this game up so far. Kombarov into Tino Costa. Don't let him get a shot off on his left foot, Ches. Just don't do it. Well done, Chancel. Oh, that was wild from Kombarov. He does have a great left foot, Alberto Costa, so I'm desperate not to let him have shots from distance on it, because he has the tendency to rifle them straight into the top corner, and I don't want that to happen for obvious reasons. But a really tough game. The most difficult game so far in the entire tournament, to be completely honest. Isaac Hayden will get this through to Dwight Gale, and if he can get the turn in and the shot, we could yet win, but unfortunately it's very well blocked. 4 minutes to go. It does look like we're going to be taking a point from this one, rather than all 3. Gylfi to Rolando Aarons. Don't really know where to go. Get that to Leroy Fer. Jeeps, good footwork from Leroy at least to keep it away from the defenders. His fielding. Where's Dwight Gale going? Not really too sure at the minute. We'll look to play him in behind, but oh, he's brought it down well. Dwight Gale. How is that a foul? I just chested it. I mean, he missed the shot anyway. Am I going to get booked for that? I just chested the ball down. Why is Dwight Gale picked up a booking there? I'm baffled. How did I reached for a first touch, and apparently that's a bookable offence. If you say so, ref. If you say so. It is going to be a 0-0 draw here against Spartak Moscow in the 5th round of the Champions League games. And we will remain unbeaten in the group, but not keep up our 100% record. Which isn't a problem at all. Not fussed about that whatsoever. We'll have to wait and see what happens between Bayern and Olympiacos. Olympiacos win 2-0. Now, I don't know what that does for the group, actually. We will have a quick look. We've got Bayern next, obviously. We're already qualified, but what does that do for Bayern? We're actually second in the league table now. We're second in the league table. I mean, we're full 9 points behind Manchester United, but we could overtake them, should we be able, to get a victory against them in the first game of tomorrow's first episode. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. What is the situation in the Champions League group? I am not sure. If you've enjoyed today's episode, then make sure you drop the video a like rating and subscribe to the channel too, because I will be having FIFA 17 stuff very, very soon. Bayern Munich, with 1 game to go, they're already through as well, and we've already guaranteed the top spot. So not only did Spartak Moscow not have anything to play for there, Bayern Munich will have nothing to play for in the next Champions League game either. So maybe we could just try and do the double over them. I'm not sure. But we'll start tomorrow's episode, or tomorrow's first episode, with the game against Manchester United, and we'll follow that up with the game against Arsenal. Wow, big episode in the first one tomorrow. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.